Alright, and we're recording.
Really?
Should I put my mic on?
Where's the testing?
Your mic isn't on?
I don't know where it is.
I was using this as a testing gauge and it all looks pretty good. Except for the fact someone's mic isn't on.
Hey, hey.
Speak normally.
Hey!
Fucking
Okay,
weirdo.
do Costy's hey hey.
Speak normally, woman.
Hello. I have a hot chocolate.
Stop giving her drugs. Please.
It's chocolate.
It's technically a drug, I suppose.
If you ask Kane, it's a drug.
Coffee's a drug.
Drug.
Caffeine is a drug.
I know. I was thinking
Caffeine.
that. I'm like, who's gonna say something?
Coffee is not the drug.
Yeah, but
Coffee's
chocolate's
a
a drug
drug.
for you.
No, it's not.
Anyone
Yes,
that,
it is.
No,
Is
it's
it-
not.
anyone
What's
that
it do
drinks
for me?
coffee
Do I get
without the
anything
caffeine
from
in
it?
it are
No.
fucking weirdos.
But if...
I know.
Like-
Decaffeinated. Fucking.
Okay.
Yeah.
We put you in a room next to some chocolate and we put a heroin addict next to some heroin. The heroin addict will last longer than you will next to the chocolate.
This is true.
Yeah,
but
I know, I'm
That
like-
doesn't mean chocolate is a drug.
I thought you were gonna say the heroin addict would go first. I'm like, no, Kane would.
I'll take the chocolate and his heroin.
With your sugar high, you like wrestle the heroin away from him.
He's weak. He needs it. I'm still strong without the chocolate. All right. Welcome to the NPC Mates Colistseum. This is the 21st one.
We're legal.
And putting
America.
numbers on it.
That's right,
Numbers.
America.
The old numbers. They're like gumballs, but numbers.
The fuck?
I said I'm putting numbers on them now.
Oh.
I like numbers. You like numbers, don't you, Missy?
I like letters. So if you could just letter them.
Roman numerals? They're
Yeah, what
letters.
about Roman numerals?
No. Actually, yeah,
letters.
you know, I'd let you get away with that. Can you do Roman numerals for this, please?
I'm not fucking using a
Is
base
that
9
2x
system.
with and a 1
Get
line?
out of here.
What? 20...
21, so is that 2 X's and a 1?
Yep.
Okay.
2 X's and an
Do you know why
R.
Roman numerals don't make sense?
Why?
It's no zero.
Yeah,
It's a
there
base
is.
9 system. It's retarded.
There's a 0.
Takes after you.
There's no Roman numeral.
What? You
It's just
idiot.
no.
That's not how it works.
That's how they
you
do
don't
it.
have like the 1 and then nothing, 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 and they just leave spaces for zeros.
Yes.
They don't do that.
That's how they do it. Them Romans.
They don't need a zero.
Yeah, they don't need zero. They
Who
work
needs
that way
zero?
around it.
Zero is only like the most important fucking number.
For us, with no money, zero money, we just leave a space in our wallets. But
I got more
You.
zeros than you.
with all your M's in your wallet, you fucking rich bitch. Is M 500?
Milli milli.
You're
Billy
such an
Millies.
idiot.
Shut up,
How many millimeters you got?
millies.
Millies.
If you were wondering, this episode is about Street Fighter.
I thought you were going to say millies.
Do the
So
music, Aaron.
excited. The Street Fighter music.
I
or the
remember this
Colosseum music?
conversation now, but I don't remember how I used to do it.
Do the Street Fighter. Do the
Do the Street Fighter music.
Do the Street Fighter music.
Fuck
Nah,
off.
I can't remember that either.
Star Trek music in the end.
Just do any music you like.
That's not the one though.
No, that is it.
Are we ever going to tell
Is it?
him?
Yeah.
No, there was one more thing he used to do. He used to introduce this episode, like the episode we're
Yeah,
doing.
he used to say Colosseum and
Oh,
do the
yeah.
music. Yeah.
How long ago was that?
Long
About
time.
3 or 4. And then when we asked you to do it again, you're like,
I feel like I
"Do
only ever did
what?"
that like once.
Oh,
No,
no,
you did it
you do it
for-
every time.
You did it for most of them.
No, I didn't.
As soon as he stopped playing the video, you took over.
No, I didn't.
Yep.
I
true.
feel like I would have did that before.
Either way,
the
all right.
video.
Street Fighter, the movie, 1994. It's got a 3.9 on IMDb and 11% on Rotten Tomatoes.
Ooh,
79 by Google.
that's low.
Wait, I just want to jump out and say.
Jump
Are you jumping
in?
in front of?
all
No,
of
he's
this.
jumping out. He's getting out.
I'm
of it.
jumping out in
The
front.
closet.
Did you all watch the after credits?
Yes.
Clip?
Yeah.
I've never watched it.
I forgot about it.
That
until
was
I
my
saw it.
first time watching it.
Really?
No, I didn't watch
Great.
it. What was it?
Oh, it's...
We'll get to it in a
It's
sec.
predictable, but
Yeah, it's very
still
predictable.
cool. Because I'd
Um,
never watched it.
What is it? At a budget of 35 million US, and it made
Like
99.
like my year.
What?
35 million?
Budget of 35 milli.
You're a fuckhead.
And it had a few notable people in it. Does anyone remember who the actors were?
There wasn't anyone notable. in
Kylie
that movie.
Minogue.
It had Kylie Minogue,
Van
Jean-Claude
Damme.
Van Damme,
And
Raoul?
Raul Julia.
Who?
Raul Julia.
Who?
Raoul.
Julia.
You know, he's just
You
saying the
don't ever
name
say his last
constantly.
name. Just say Raoul.
Doesn't help.
Raul Julia.
There's like one
What the
famous
fuck?
Raoul ever.
Who?
Is it him?
It's that guy.
Is he the famous Raoul?
I guess. Do you know another one?
I don't know. I don't even know that one.
The Monopoly guy. No, not the Monopoly guy. The posh dude from Ace Ventura, where the second Ace Ventura.
No.
That's him.
Who?
So you know when he gets given the orders to leave, like they're gonna pay up Bison.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that-
him?
Yeah, that guy's him.
No.
It is.
I gotta have to check this.
Also, I don't know how to explain who that Raul guy is.
What else? Who else
Adam's
does he play?
Adam's family, Gomez.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I know who he is now.
Yeah. It didn't help when I just kept saying it. In
You know what I
voices.
realised?
Fucking
now
females.
That I'm like
No, let's
older.
get into it. Get it. What?
What?
This movie is like those animes where just for the episode, it's no longer like an action anime. They're in high school, and it's just the characters in a completely different environment. That's this movie. It's just the characters thrown into an alternate universe
Yeah.
where you're pretending that this makes sense.
This, to me, is the perfect adaptation of they give it their own story while still keeping the characters the way they are from the original source, and then just throwing them the fuck together. And just kind of like, all right, give us a story with these weird characters, but we just want to see the characters and see them fight each other.
That's how they do it with the animes. It's like people just want to see them in a high school situation, and so they make it a special, and like it's funny, and you're watching them all interact and everything, and then the next episode it's just back to
I feel like there's a few of those where people wanted to see characters in bikinis and they have beach days.
The swimsuit episodes
Yeah.
or the beach episodes.
that's what this is.
Intro D has that.
Really?
Yeah, it does.
Ugh.
I think most animes have that weird fan servicey like beach episode.
That's so
At least
weird.
if they go more than like 20 something episodes, usually one of them has to be a beach episode.
You gotta.
You gotta throw the beach in there.
Like, look, I can only assume either that high school kids all go to the beach often, or it's just a trope in anime now.
I think
But
it's,
I can't
I
tell.
feel like it's a trope.
Are you sure they don't all go to the beach? It's a very small island.
Small island.
He says they have the beach on the
Japan.
island.
Just Japan.
Yeah, so the island's pretty. Like, and beach is close everywhere, like each direction.
They're just trying to go to the shop. Oh, fuck, we're at the beach.
That's literally how it is. You make a wrong turn, you're at the beach.
Maybe the beach isn't that big to them then.
I don't know.
Beach
It's
isn't that
always
big to
there.
us.
What was that?
The beach isn't that big to us.
We're still semi close to the beach, but like
The only
Semi-close.
places to live that are like habitable on Australia are close to the beach. You look at a map, it's just a little fringe of green around the border of Australia, and it doesn't even go all the way around. I don't know what they're doing in Perth, why they thought it was a good idea to set up shop over there. Like, what the fuck is their problem?
I forget
rest
about
is
Perth
just Mad
constantly.
all right, Street Fighter.
yeah.
Where the fuck do we start? Other than I guess. All right, the story is
Weird.
weird, but I love the fact that Bison's character is
Bison?
Not
Well-
the animal.
no, he's psychotic
It's
character.
almost the closest to the actual source material.
Like he is,
and it's not close.
he's pretty crazy, and I guess smart. Like he was fairly smart into this, except the attack they mounted just fucking fucked up everything so easily and
Yeah.
quickly. That's the only thing.
I don't
that
know
didn't
why they
make
were ever
sense.
concerned.
I know. Like,
They basically seem like they were just fucking playing war out of Bali. And, and then, like, the United Nations just swoops in and is like, yeah, we're not going to take that shit. And it's over. No more. He was asking for $20 billion in 94.
How long
It's
had they
insane.
been occupying wherever that was?
Quite a while.
Because it seemed like they'd been there a while. Because when the guy was like, troops, you can go home, they were like, no.
Yeah,
Was
it
this
seems like
supposed to be a
this
comedy?
war had been going on for a bit. Like,
Was this supposed to be a comedy?
Sort of.
They are. They're poking
Yeah.
fun at themselves.
yeah, there's
Okay.
that's
Okay.
one of the things I love about this is the comedy in it because like it's funny.
Well, what
in some
about
ways.
when Bison's like goes to launch the what are they called, mines in the river, and
my
he's got
God.
the joystick?
the arcade fucking
Yeah.
sequence?
Yeah, like what the fuck, man?
There's no way anyone thought that was serious.
Yeah,
I was just laughing the whole way through. I was like, this better be a comedy.
it's supposed to be funny.
think
There's
it's
no
supposed
way
to
they
be.
took themselves seriously.
It's a thriller, Martin.
It's a thriller.
It's supposed to be-
It looks like one of those movies where
Thriller fantasy. What?
Wait,
is
what
it?
the
I
fuck?
didn't even read that.
That is not.
I was joking.
I was thrilled
It was very thrilling.
that it was made.
yeah, no,
that it
I was thrilled
exists.
that it was made.
What the fuck? Why is it thriller fantasy?
Well, I can understand the
Yeah,
fantasy.
It is weird.
What's-
It should have been action fantasy, if
yeah,
anything.
or
It looks-
action comedy.
It's
Yeah.
one of those old movies where you know when Hollywood would
God.
take something and obviously murder what it is,
Yeah.
but like they do it in their own kind of comedy way and like poke fun at it. That's what this is.
You know who
essentially.
Ryu and Ken remind me of?
Oh, they're the worst characters.
They're
in this.
bad, but they remind me of the characters from Mortal Kombat. The main two. Men.
Ah,
the
Liu
main
Kang
two guys.
and
Yeah,
Cage.
them as a pair, if they were like to continue their pair into another movie.
Just literally those characters.
Yeah, that's
put
it
into
almost feels like them. Like, until they turn Ken into a complete arsehole and he's like, no, I don't care about anything else.
Yeah.
And then he redeemed himself.
But it was too late. He'd already
But
made
like,
a bad choice.
out of all the characters, a lot of the characters I feel like at least somewhat looked like them. Ken and Ryu were the worst.
Oh, I know. They were horrible.
They were horrible choices for their characters.
like the worst choices I have ever seen.
Who's the best one? I think Zangief and Vega are the most closest to their character lookalikes.
Oh, it's got to be Blanca.
Fuck off!
No.
Blanca is by far the fucking worst. It was 90-something% muscle mass.
no, 70
and
something.
he comes out and he's still the fucking same guy.
Yeah, he was the same but green. Although I think he had a 90% increase in his nose.
90% increase in muscle mass doesn't double your body weight, though. It would only double the muscle mass.
The
If he only had 25 kilos of muscle, now he's got 50.
Well, they did well.
Yeah.
It was, a,
Another 25 kilos of green paint on him.
it was the poor man's version of freaking Captain America.
What about Bullrog's hair?
Oh, yeah.
They really shouldn't have shaved. He's got to shave his whole head after that, man.
I don't know which one that was.
That's the boxer.
The boxer, black guy with his like
Ooh,
receding
yeah.
hairline
She
that
didn't
goes
know,
halfway up the head.
so I had to like every time a character came on, I would show her what they're meant to look
You
like.
didn't have to.
And it was always like,
it really
"Ooh."
took away from me watching the movie.
No, you must know.
Every time someone new came on screen, Kane's like, hey, look, this is what they're meant to look like. Look at them in the game. Look how
Gang,
stupid.
You
Look.
should have just loaded Street Fighter
And played it.
and had the character select screen up. Then you could have just moved it across one or two
See,
to show her who.
where were you? Because instead it was just every couple of minutes, hey, look at this one. Do you
You
reckon
need to
this one's
see.
good?
They had quite a bit of the cast in it. Like, at least all of the original Street Fighter 2 characters and some extras, I'd say.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo?
One of the Street Fighter 2s.
I can't remember which one it was.
What about that?
Because they even had the Native American guy.
Oh my, what, you mean
Ah.
at the end? I love how, as the movie went on, you weren't sure who the characters were. But at the end, finally, their costumes came out
I
of
know.
nowhere.
Yeah.
That guy was the worst, right? Because he was all dressed up as military.
Yeah.
Then all of a sudden, he's like, I'm wearing
Slowly
this
becoming-
Cherokee headband
Yeah.
thing.
Then he's
and
got the
then
thing
he's got
on.
the jacket on.
And then his jacket's changed, and you're just like, what's going on here?
Why was Kylie Minogue involved?
Why not?
Why not?
Did she do this after Neighbours?
No, they're like, we need someone to play Cammy, and they're like, Kylie Minogue. That's what comes to my mind. I don't know what comes to your mind. Fucking.
Is she supposed to be stupid?
I
No,
don't know.
Cammy's a soldier who's like all the characters aren't supposed to be.
She's like
stupid.
special forces or some shit.
Yeah, the only one who's stupid out of the characters would be Dan.
I douse him. He's pretty far off the mark
He
too.
was. Ugh.
I can't think of one that was further off the mark.
Like,
Even Ryu and Ken, like, they're better than
Yeah,
fucking
I
douse
guess.
him.
No, at the end he had the chains and the hair was gone, and he was like, you know, him.
But he wasn't even.
He wasn't a yoga master.
Yeah.
Actually, everyone
was a
else.
scientist.
Yeah, he was a scientist. Okay.
He looks like himself more at the end, though.
Yeah, he looks more
when
like
he was dirty
And
and
he was-
had no hair. It looked weird.
I wish they just not put Dalsim in it.
probably would have been better.
Yeah. Just don't pretend that's Dalsim. I'll pretend it. I'll pretend. I'll do it myself. I'll self-censor.
What about the French Canadian Jean-Claude Van Damme playing Guile, the American hero?
I know, the super American.
That
Like-
fucking accent.
How good is the uppercut to Bison, and it shows his muscly arm with the flag on it?
I know. Oh, I know. What about Chun-Li's? That's not even a name. Is her full name actually Chun-Li something?
Chun-Li something.
Right. I did mean to look this up.
Her name's there, but
Yeah, that's right.
Is that just her first name?
it doesn't have anything else.
I think Lee was her last name.
Now, Chun-Li is one name, isn't it?
Because they were calling her Lee.
Chun-Li something, they were calling her.
Let's go to a fan.
Yeah, there's got to be a week. Oh, there you go.
Okay. It doesn't have anything else. No.
Just says Chun-Li. They gave her a last name?
It says species, like...
Well, you never know.
There
There's
isn't
that
other
green
species
guy.
in Street Fighter, is there?
The green guy. He's a mutant dude.
He's a
Still
mutant.
human.
I like the
Sort
fact the
of.
bags say mutant DNA on them when they wheel it up.
Mutagen
Mutagen
DNA. Yeah, in case you didn't know that it's going to mutate him.
Yeah. In case you were expecting the actual blanket to come out. No, you get this.
Man. I also don't... Look, a lot of it was dumb. Like her pretending she didn't know that she had her hair in two buns. It's like, nice pigtails. And it's like, what? Oh my god, I have pigtails. Ugh.
No, nice tails, I think she
No,
said.
it said nice pigtails, I think.
Are you sure she said pigtails, or did you imagine that?
And she said something about it.
Yeah, she
I know
says
she said nice tails or something.
nice pig.
I don't remember that
I'll have to
much.
look at it. I don't trust
Or maybe
I
she
believe
said
that's
nice tails, pig. That's what I heard.
it. Fucking hell.
Girls are catty.
Apparently.
Yeah, I was going to say the only thing that, other than it's just fun and dumb fun, the only thing that really got to me, I was like, that kind of seemed really dumb, was why is he still pretending to be dead that long afterwards? And why is the tracker next to his dead body? Like,
Because... Just cause...
do you know what I mean? That was
What about their idea with going full speed in a fucking boat that can't be seen? So
I
it's just the
know.
wake is just...
Right? And they're like, I don't see anything. We'll use our detective equipment. Ah, there's a boat. And it's like, you can see the waves.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, if they'd just gone slow, you wouldn't have seen anything.
No.
Why'd they even destroy the turrets?
They didn't have...
They were not seen.
Yeah, but they didn't have time. That's true, actually.
No, I think they
Oh, that
destroyed-
was clearing way for the army.
Yeah, they destroyed the turret so the other boats couldn't be seen.
Yeah.
They could have just infiltrated.
Yeah.
That was the point of a fucking boat that goes invisible.
Yeah, but what kind of scene is that? It's 1994. They got to do
There's
something.
lots of...
man.
Okay, like, look, we can't pick on every scene because it's
Oh,
you really
we
could.
can.
wrong.
We can pick on every scene.
like we're only 20 minutes in. We can take a bit of time. Start picking on. Go on. What scenes do I really want to pick on?
I just can't get over his
Oh my
fucking tattoo. Like,
How
America.
How good is the black market scene? And he's like, this fucking, what is it, this American Black Hawk Down chopper, and he's just trying to sell a chopper.
Yeah. There's lots of fun things in it. There's majority of it is things that don't make sense, but
Oh, no.
that's okay.
You liked your little Easter egg things.
The Easter egg thing.
Like, you go, I got the left, you got the right, or whatever.
Oh, I thought that was cool. When is they're about to fight?
They looked at a map. Like, they both memorized a map.
Ah, that's right. When they were going to go find out where E Honda and
Which is a
Barra-
car, by the way, but whatever.
when good old Honda Civic is like captured in Barlog, and they're like, they saw a map of where those two were, Ken and Ryu, and he says one says I got the right, you got the left kind of thing. Their characters, when they fight each other in the original game, Ryu's on the left and Ken is on the right.
Ah, yeah.
Could have just been coincidence, but
Yeah, it really could have.
I feel like they did a lot of nods to that.
Dismissed.
Come on, we got all their special moves. We got a terrible
Hadouken?
spinning kick from
Oh,
Ryu.
yeah. What about his freaking Tatsuyuki or whatever
Yeah,
the
the
fuck
spinning
it is.
kick.
Yeah.
Where he jumps up, does a thing, like a weird
It's
kick.
just... it was so weak and without life.
Even Ken's uppercut is so
Oh, that
horribly
was-
done.
Yeah, I know. Like, it would have been more effective just to throw a punch at that point. Alright. What about the Hadouken?
Oh yeah, we don't even talk about that one.
I didn't miss that one.
Yeah, no, that's
of
how
course
bad
you
it
did.
was.
It's so bad.
It's really bad.
He got, like, there's no reason to throw a punch like this, but unless there's an energy move coming out of it. But he does it anyway.
Hey, we got Giles. What's his backflip fucking kick twice, which is
Yeah.
great because Bison's in the corner,
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
Giles doing the backflip kick,
No, that
Keeping you in
was
the-
good. Yeah.
keeping him in the corner, beating
Yeah.
him up. I thought that was a good nod to it.
That happens a lot.
You got you got Chun-Li's kicks. Just is
What
slightly...
about E Honda's freaking palms?
Oh my god, they did the camera cutting. Oh, the camera cutting.
Oh.
When Van Damme swings down to land on the walkway to verse
Yeah.
Bison, there's a cut as he's about to swing up, and it cuts to he literally teleports him to then landing. So you just see him go from swing to land, and usually you'd kind of put something in between to show it, and it's so
They
jarring.
didn't bother.
They didn't bother with that scene.
I might have missed that.
It's pretty. There's actually quite a few of those with the jarring cuts.
Yeah,
They were
there's one
weird.
where she's climbing out of the van to go on the roof. They see the van coming up. She's already on the roof, and then they cut to her climbing up the ladder.
Oh my god, the amount of times they did things and then redid them over and over.
Yeah.
And it's like, we get it. This has happened. We've seen it 3 times. But yeah, great movie. Great.
What about, come on. You loved Zangief in E Honda fighting with the Godzilla noises.
Oh god. Why did they even go there? Did they
I love it.
to do that?
Because they were like the big titans of the movie.
Yeah.
And we all wanted to see them fight at some point.
I know.
But the Godzilla noises over the model of the town. Come on,
Was
man.
it Bison Polis or Bison Topolis or something?
Yeah, something.
The main name of his city.
It's great. What about they had
So
the bison
bad.
dollars?
The bison. I want those bison dollars.
I know. Were they fucking idiots throwing them? They would have been worth so much money. Just wait, I don't know, 8 more years until eBay's a big thing. You gotta sold that shit off for like real money. Easily. Dollar for
He
dollar.
really is insane when he goes to pay Saget in fucking bison dollars. He's like, they will be worth 5 British pounds when I kidnap the English queen.
He is pretty insane.
He's not a sane dude.
No, he's not. He's
He's Iron.
criminally psychotic. But like, I like the scene where he's talking with Dalsim or whatever his actual name is in the movie,
Dim Sim.
Dim Sim.
Dim Sim.
And he's like looking at the footage that Blanca's looking at, and he's
Yeah.
like, "This is merely
educational.
educational material." He's insane.
I like the big dumb Russian guy.
Zangief.
Zangief.
He's so dumb.
They always cut to his face to get his expression every now and then.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for nothing. Like, it made no sense.
It's
that
because
half of
he was
it-
on point, looking like Zangief.
Yeah,
he's a great cosplayer.
It was a great Zangief.
Here's the guy at the end when he goes, "You got paid, isn't he?"
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's like, "You got paid?"
It was
He
so
hasn't been
sad.
Oh my god, I didn't realize TJ was a character. I had to look it up.
Oh no.
I was like, oh, that's a bad one.
Yeah.
Wait, is he the one that said to change the channel when the truck was coming?
Yeah, quick, change the channel.
Oh, he's so sad.
But he helps them in the end. And they
Yeah.
teach him how to do the thumbs up properly.
Yeah.
Change the channel. Oh
There's
shit.
So many fucking scenes in this movie.
I know. Like, it's honestly like a whole bunch of cosplayers got together and just did this for fun,
Yeah, fan movie.
and managed to swindle Kylie Minogue, Jean-Claude Van Damme, and Raoul into it.
What was with the bad guy changing behind the screen, but not really changing? He
Oh
went
my
behind the
God.
screen, took off some armor, and then came out and changed his
He
hat.
changed his armor to then, like, comfy armor and his comfy hat.
Yeah.
It was just so random. Like,
And there's a cutscene in between the hat change, so you don't have to
yeah,
see the hat
right?
changing.
You didn't have to see him pick up the hat and put it down.
Yeah.
What was the point? It was 1 second saved. That
But,
angered me.
Come on, we got great lines from that movie. We got the great fucking "It was Tuesday." That was
For
one of the
me,
best.
it was Tuesday.
That was easily one of the best lines in it.
It's the only one.
It's probably the only quoted line that
It's
I
probably
know of in
one of the
movie.
biggest quoted lines.
Yeah.
But you're never going to forget about Change the Channel now, are you?
No, I probably will.
Not if you hear change the channel.
Which we don't, because we don't watch TV.
We don't have channels
That's
anymore.
true.
Mm,
It's disgusting.
You're disgusting.
it's dead.
You're dead.
Also, everyone knows, a lot of people know the speech and it was made fun of. Jean-Claude Van Damme's speech.
Why?
It's just one of the things that stood out.
It didn't end it up for me.
I
What are
don't
you
even
talking about?
remember
He
it.
had so much energy in it.
Yeah, it was an Independence Day speech.
Of course it's not Independence Day. It's Street Fighter.
It's a thriller, man. What do you want?
Something scary to happen.
It was
I thought
pretty
it was a
scary.
comedy.
Bison's fucking insane. That man had too much power for his insanity level.
I was gonna say too, the movie was going pretty well for special effects and that, until he fucking got electrocuted.
Uh-huh.
Oh, the electric, when he does the electrocution out of his fists, that's
Not
easily
just when
the
he
worst.
when he first lands on the console,
Hmm.
and you see the blue sparks. So I say, but up until that point, the special effects were actually okay. Like they weren't over the top. They were done really
Actually,
well.
Yeah, the ship
Yeah.
going, the camo ship wasn't
Oh,
too
yeah.
bad.
Yeah, it's alright.
Went camo.
No, it wasn't camouflage.
Yeah.
Not camouflaged. Invisible? What's the
Oh,
word?
yeah, invisible.
Stealth mode.
It went like, it was like a chameleon. It was reflecting back what it was near.
And how's the
What's
one
that
when they're
called?
inside the ship and then they play that old 80s
Yeah,
rock
it's like-
music where he like looks back at him with Charlie?
Who
That is one of
has-
the most unnecessary scenes.
I know.
But I love the music, so
And
I'm
the
okay
tape
with it.
goes into the door. That was so irritating for
Why
me.
did they even
wasn't in the
have
door.
a VHS in that fucking
It
boat?
wasn't a VHS. It was smaller
It
than
was a
VHS.
No, it
cassette
was-
tape
yeah, it was
that then
the-
played a
it was
video.
more like a
No,
beta.
no, it
Yeah.
wasn't cassette. It was the ones that go inside of a camcorder.
Yeah,
It's more like a beta. A beta player.
No. It was
I-
just the camcorder, the tape that goes inside
Yeah,
of the
no.
tape.
It was bad.
Yeah.
He put it in his door, and then it played a weird
sat there
home
reminiscing.
movie.
Right in the middle of an important mission where you should be paying attention.
Also, everything that happened to his friend is his fault because he,
I know,
he
he called
literally
him out.
was like, "We're coming, Charlie! Like, be strong, Charlie!" And he's the bad guy's like, "Charlie, hey, you're fucked!" like,
To be fair, he
He
probably
was
would have
gonna
died
kill
right
him.
then and there.
Yeah.
but he didn't kill the other hostages.
He literally
Hostages.
he gave the military men a chance
Yeah,
to
he
fight
really
him
did
in
fuck
one-on-one
those ones
combat
up.
and then
just
broke their
his
necks.
neck. Like, that guy was like, I swear that guy was an administrator. The first guy he fought, like, he had no idea what martial arts were. He didn't even think.
No
it
one
was
in the
like-
movie
no one
did.
hits people, do they?
People didn't know martial arts in this
You
movie.
could tell which ones actually knew martial arts.
Van
Which
Damme.
ones had the
God,
better
yeah.
bodies were like the more active ones.
Yeah.
Oh.
What about how Sagat was like
An old washed up
oldest
fighter.
piece of shit that didn't know anything?
And
Oh,
then they'd finally do the scene at the end so you can see the scar on his chest.
yeah,
Which is weird because he doesn't even know, like, Ken and Ryu really.
yeah,
And that scar is from Ryu originally beating him.
yeah.
Wait, what did that guy say? That guy that was meant to be black but looked more Indian. The
TJ?
one that had the long hair.
Yeah,
Remember
TJ?
how he ends up? He says something that sounds really kind of ghetto, and then he's like, General. Remember? I was really irritated that his
Talking
accent
about
kept
Mama
changing.
didn't raise no fool, or...
Yeah, I don't know. He
The
said
guy
something
that
weird.
stole the
He took his severance pay.
Yeah, severance pay.
He says something really kind of like, really gangster, and then he goes, General, and I'm just like, what is your accent?
Well,
Where are
what
you
are
from?
you?
What?
Leave
Yeah,
him
what
alone.
are you?
Leave TJ alone.
I
He doesn't even know what he
can't.
is.
He was so strange as a character.
like. It's so weird that they warped a character so much that he wasn't even a fighter anymore.
Yeah, what was his
I
purpose?
feel like they did that with Dao Sim as well. He was a
Yeah.
scientist. He's far from...
Yeah.
Maybe they were like, you kind of look like what we're looking for. Can you fight? And he's like, nah. And they're like, we'll find a place for you. You don't have to
The
fight.
thing is, I feel like I've seen that actor, the one who played Dao Sim. So maybe because
I've seen him somewhere.
Yeah,
too.
maybe he had so more dialogue than the rest. They're like, we need someone with some kind of experience.
Acting
I suppose.
experience.
We definitely need someone with acting experience.
None of these people really had acting experience in this movie.
Kylie was on Neighbours.
Yeah, I suppose
I
that's
wouldn't call
true.
that acting experience.
Like, no, that's not acting. Jean-Claude, I've never seen him act. He just
He beats himself.
plays some guy from Quebec. Fuck it. That's it, man. He's always, except this movie, He's always just some guy from Quebec.
Really?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have
In always all
the
movies.
tattoo?
No,
He does not have that tattoo.
he does not.
I want him to get that tattoo.
He should
Yeah.
not get that tattoo.
We need to go through a Van Damme binge.
No.
No.
Yeah, I think
She
No,
hasn't
no.
seen the old Van
I'm
Damme.
going to
It's not
have to
Bravai,
make
and I don't want to.
Kickboxer my pick.
Kickboxer is good.
I don't think I've seen any
The
of his
original
movies.
Kickboxer.
The only one I would say, because those are old, and I do really enjoy afterwards, is Universal Soldier.
Universal Soldier's alright, but Kickboxer, the original Kickboxer, I think that's.
I guess,
what it-
yeah, because you get the good training stuff.
You get the montage with Mr. Miyagi, or whatever his name is.
It's not Mr. Miyagi. Very different movies.
It's not Mr. Miyagi, but it's some guy who makes him kick bamboo trees.
Alright, so this is an action... It's a thriller fantasy.
It's a thriller fantasy. Okay, get it right.
Alright, it's based on a fucking action game. So, how was the fighting, other than the weird cuts?
Low quality.
It's definitely low quality.
It is quite low quality. I don't feel like 35 million. I kind of feel like for 3 stars is quite low budget. 3 big name people, especially in '94, they were all big name people.
At least Van Damme was definitely the biggest.
Yeah,
But I
like-
still feel like they wouldn't be paid that much back then.
no,
It
no.
was probably I reckon it might have been just easy and fun for them. Like, imagine getting a gig where you get paid a decent amount, but they're like, we don't need you to do like top notch acting.
Yeah,
in
you
this."
don't stress.
Yeah,
Don't fret
Don't
over
even
the
learn
acting.
your lines.
it's funny because Raoul playing Bison is easily the best performance
Yeah.
like in this whole movie, and
But the
it's
thing
sad that
is-
he died because I would have loved to have seen a second one.
There wasn't a lot to go off of back in '94 for their characters. Really.
Yeah, no, that's what I was trying to think of. Is like
It was a
the
game.
games
no
didn't
story.
have much story other than I think there is a tournament.
There probably was like comics in Japan, I would assume, that there was source material they could have gone to if they wanted. But as far as America was concerned, there may have been a cartoon
Really?
that was probably equally as
Actually,
bad.
wait, there is the Street Fighter 2 anime, I think.
There is.
Yeah, but what year was it made in?
I think it was 90s.
Like, look up Street Fighter anime or animation. Be interesting to see just what other source material there was.
Ketchup.
Ketchup?
Ketchup sauce.
94.
Yeah,
Same
that
year?
Doesn't help us.
Why are you talking about sauce?
What?
Source material.
You forget?
I'm
I
gonna
don't know.
wheel you right out of this room.
Actually, that's the movie,
Please do.
which means the anime series might have been.
You have an audience review already from it. From you.
You voted, Kane, without
I did.
us. We
I don't
didn't decide as a family.
Oh, wow. Look at
Okay.
that quality. It looks like He-Man.
Let's just stay away from that.
Yeah, let's never, ever watch that.
Let's watch that now.
No.
Alright, well, yeah, they worked with what they got. Like, you know, it's weird. Guile was kind of the main character, but Ryu and Ken were.
Didn't even have his, like, hair. And
They dyed his hair.
if they didn't call him Guile, I wouldn't have known it was him. Besides the tattoo.
Yeah, how can you forget?
Yeah. How can you forget
They're
that
like,
tattoo?
shit, in case no one's worked it out. Aha!
That's probably why they did it. Like, but yeah, there was very little reason for me to think that was him.
I was gonna say the best fight, honestly, I think is Ryu and Vega, probably because they're the two most athletic guys that actually could do a
It's
fight
the only time they had 2 people that could fight
in the same room.
in the same room.
The best fight was the Godzilla one.
Oh god, that was not a fight.
That wasn't a fight.
They
That
were
was
wrestling.
just 2 guys that don't know martial arts just rolling around, basically.
How's how they get
Rolling.
slammed through
Yeah,
the
you like
floor? They fall through one nice hex grid in the ground,
Yeah, that was
like a
something.
fucking tactics game that fell through.
What the fuck? I missed that bit too.
You didn't see that?
No.
It was,
There was just a perfect
cut to
shape in
shit.
the ground.
They cut to shit. Like, so it will be nothing to do with them fighting, then it will cut to them fighting. A little bit will happen, and then it will go away, and then it will cut back.
I noticed the cuts at the end. It would be like someone would say something, and then it would literally cut to another scene, do something happen, and then cut back to them in the conversation. So that scene was like recorded in one take.
Yeah.
And
But they decided to break it up.
Then they break it up.
Yeah.
It was so weird.
That's the thriller part. You don't know what's coming.
You don't. Oh, I know what's coming.
I wouldn't have called this a thriller whatsoever.
Yeah, it was barely an action.
It was a complete comedy.
I think it's actually
primarily
it's quite funny
fantasy.
Movie.
It's primarily fantasy.
No, it's
like-
comedy.
It's all made up.
I have to say, this is one of the funniest movies. Like the humor is even there. Like they must have had so much fun
Oh yeah,
making this.
I'd say they had fun doing it.
Like they poke a lot
Desecrating
of fun.
fucking ancient sites, blowing up shit everywhere.
What's in the ancient sites are being used? Are they cheap or
And it's
something?
the same one in every movie. I swear it's just in Bali. They give the locals $20 and they're like, do whatever, don't break anything.
Yeah, they wouldn't have actually destroyed anything when they had those explosions. That would have all just been.
You could tell it
for
was
looks.
foam.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they definitely knocked down a wall. I saw them push down a wall at one point, and that was a real ancient wall.
You sure? That's maybe where some of the budget went.
No, it was fucking real. It was probably already like to the point where it was going to be demolished for being unsafe or some shit, but it was real.
Really fake.
And that wasn't fake.
Like,
They can't afford to fake this.
they can't afford much.
Hey, it did well in the box office actually, considering it tripled its.
Well, it tripled its budget, but that might have been increased depending on how much more they wanted to put into advertisement for it.
I kind of feel like this would have had a lot with Jean-Claude. And
I reckon Kylie and Jean-Claude and
Were the
even
budget.
Raoul, I reckon would have been like on the posters kind of thing.
Yeah.
Jean-Claude obviously can see him there. He's literally the main image, so he would have been most of the advertisement. Let's have a quick look at the pictures.
Has he
Chun-Li.
ever done a AAA movie?
Who?
Like, I feel like the best he's ever accomplished is a AA movie.
Jean-Claude?
Universal Soldier is probably his closest he ever got
Oh,
to
he was in that, wasn't he?
A AAA movie.
I forgot he was in Universal Soldier.
I love him. The Universal Soldier series is one of my favorites.
No, I haven't
I've-
seen the first one.
Practically never thought after a movie was finished, this was a really grade A movie. Have you ever thought that?
With him in it.
With him in it.
Yeah.
I think, Universal Soldier might be one of the...
Yeah, the highest.
Where it comes to maybe some actual acting caliber.
Yeah.
No,
Unfortunately,
actually,
in an
wait.
action, you don't need the greatest acting.
I was going to say, acting-wise, In Hell is probably his best, but none of them are, like, high budget.
Yeah.
He's just kind of one of
He
those
gets all
actors-
those AA movies.
Yeah. Like, he's made a good living most of his life, like, doing this kind of stuff. And he's fun to watch, but no one's going to throw him into, like, anything really big.
Wait. Did I just read that they made Street Fighter, the movie, the game?
Yes, that's a real thing.
I'm blown away right now.
Wait,
Do you not know about that?
what?
I-
It's a movie Mike piece of it.
I'm blown away.
How'd they make the movie the game?
Street
Street
Fighter,
Fighter,
the movie.
the game.
The game.
Yeah.
It's the characters from the movie.
I'm so
What?
blown away right now.
It's a real game.
It's not a thing.
It is a thing.
Why do they do this?
So it's Street Fighter game, the standard game, but with the characters from the movie.
Which are the characters from the game?
Yep.
Did they change the characters look much?
I think they make them look like the characters from the movie.
Just slightly more.
Look, I know it's some weird, weird fucking incest shit going
It
on.
doesn't make any sense. It's so weird.
Fucking world is fucked up.
It doesn't make any sense. They could have just released a skin for a normal Street Fighter game.
Not back in '94.
Yeah,
There's no
well.
such thing as skins back in '94.
No, but they would have just skinned. I guarantee you, they just skinned Street Fighter 2. That's what all they did. Unless it's not even a fighter, which would make sense because this wasn't a fighter. So if it's
Never was
Street Fighter,
If
fighter.
anyone wants
the movie,
any
the
really
game,
good, something good, that's
It's a
Street
tactical
Fighter.
defense.
Watch Street Fighter Resurrection. It's about Ryu and Ken and their training. It's a really good YouTube series.
No.
If anyone wants to watch that. Really good.
No.
perhaps I will.
They have Akuma in it and all.
No. Isn't a Kuma bear?
Nah,
Kuma.
Akuma.
Yeah.
Yeah, not Kuma.
Kuma is bear in Japanese, isn't it?
Oh, it's
Yep.
another way, but yeah,
Yeah.
it's derived from the
Where
word
it's
bear.
Akuma is
Akuma.
Akuma is demon, isn't it?
I can't remember.
Fucking
I think it means
weirdos.
But one's a man, one's a bear.
Yeah. Bears are demons.
Oh my god.
Demon bear.
So Winnie the Pooh, demon.
Well, all right. You don't know much about Street Fighter. Mm-hmm. Never seen this movie before. Mm-hmm. Barely know who Van Damme is.
Mm-hmm.
You're sick of me.
Who did you know of the cast of watching this?
Kylie Minogue.
Amy was blown away. She's like, my mind is blown right now.
Because Kylie Minogue's in it.
Yeah.
I recognised that I should have recognised the Van Damme guy. Like,
The Van Damme guy?
well,
I knew
here's
him,
the thing.
but I haven't actually, besides Universal Soldier, I didn't know of him in any other movies.
So
Really?
I knew
Well,
of
we're
him but
watching
didn't
Kickboxer
recognise
for
him. And then I recognised the baddie, and then a couple of other people, but couldn't pinpoint them. They weren't important.
You're not
So it was
important
just
enough to remember.
Kylie.
That makes sense now with his eyes of who he is.
Who? Which one?
The guy with the big eye, the eyes, the bad guy.
The guy with the eyes.
Bison?
Yeah, his eyes are just like...
He's got the crazy eyes. He's perfect for the role.
Yeah, I know.
He's
If he
perfect for a
bulked up-
role he looks nothing like.
If he bulked up a little bit, he could actually be M. Bison. And Bison doesn't look like...
Bison wasn't that big of a guy, was he?
He
was
all the characters in Street Fighter are all bulky brutes.
Yeah,
Like,
but and Bison wasn't as big in the beginning. Look up Street Fighter 2 and Bison, and then look up Street Fighter and Bison now. It's like he put on underwent the fucking thing to gain 95% extra body mass. There, see, like he's a big guy, but
he's
then
fucking huge.
yeah, but then look at it as it evolves. He just gets bigger and bigger.
Yeah, they all get really big. They're all muscly except for Dowsim, I guess.
Oh, yeah, right there. Click on M. Bison. Let's see how big this guy gets.
Yeah, look, he's huge, right? He's a big motherfucker.
Yeah, there you go. It's pretty fucking huge, eh?
I was
Anyway,
gonna say, actually, the outfits on them all weren't like too bad. Do you know what I mean?
it was like good grade cosplay.
And that's for back then.
But
You know what I mean?
that's all
Like-
you could really do. Because what...
No, but like when I look at Bison's outfit in this, it looks believable to me. Like he was just gonna wear he was insane. It's not, the only thing I would say is maybe the gauntlets he had on looked a bit cheap kind of thing.
Yeah.
But the actual outfit itself all looks like something someone would wear.
I don't know how you could do too much better for those costumes anyway.
Like Ken and Ryu getting the
Chun-Li
outfits.
should have been in blue,
She should have been in blue. Yeah.
not red.
Guile looks fine. It's the tank top. The wife beater, the blue, the
His
fucking
hair
army.
should have been outrageous, though.
They did dye it though. It is
That's
actually-
outrageous.
It looks weird for Van Damme to have some fucking non-brown hair for
Yeah, I
once.
know. But they didn't go blonde enough.
Like Zangief with his shirt off, he looked like Zangief. He had the hairy chest.
Yeah.
He had the terrible looking scratches and scars. They looked very cheaply done. E Honda he's white in the game,
I know, he's
but he's a
very
Hawaiian
white
now, so
Japanese.
I can't argue with that too much.
Yeah. Well, look. It is what it is.
It is what it is.
And it was fun to watch.
Look, for a movie that, if they set out, this looks like they achieved their goals. Every character you got to see,
They
do it
deliberately
special.
didn't set them high.
They didn't achieve their goals if it was meant to be a thriller.
It's not meant to be
That-
a
that
thriller.
kind of
That's
put-
because whoever Google said that was a thriller, it's not a thriller. All right, this is easily a tongue-in-cheek, like it's fun,
Oh,
dumb
shit.
action
Look
comedy.
at Google users review.
What? Yeah, 79.
79. That's horrendous.
It's pretty low.
That is really, really bad. That means a lot of people that had never considered watching this were convinced to watch it by the trailer. Because mostly those user reviews are biased.
Yeah.
Because it's only the people that wanted to watch the movie anyway. And then a few that wanted to watch the movie ended up not liking it. This means a lot of people were forced to watch it by friends.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, how many
How
people
many-
were forced to watch this movie?
They're like, you have to watch this
Could
kind of
be
thing.
could be all that the Street Fighter fans went into it thinking it was going to be great.
Ah,
The funny thing is if you
Poor
this is one
suckers.
of those weird ones where you will get more out of this as a Street Fighter fan.
yeah.
This is not something you
But
watch.
don't expect Street Fighter.
Like, you're going to get your little, you get their supers, you get their costumes, you get everything like that. But you're not going to get too much more.
You genuinely could get something better on YouTube nowadays.
No, there is. There's
Yeah.
You
so
could get a
many things.
lot better on YouTube nowadays.
But for
Yeah, I told you,
1994,
Street Fighter,
Creative.
Street Fighter Resurrection. Go watch it.
Okay.
1994 though,
I know.
you know, I think as long as we are pretty sure they were trying to take the piss out of themselves with it,
Obviously
it's pretty
weren't.
good.
They weren't. I don't think they were taking themselves.
No, with
too
some of
seriously.
it though, like with some of the
They had
jokes
to
in
have
there.
known. There's a lot of one-liners and
Yeah.
comedy in this.
I wish I could remember some of the really specific
When Chung
ones.
Li like runs away, and the guy's like, "What a crook" or something or that, and then Van Damme steps out the window and he's like, "What a woman." Like, there's heaps of those kind of things. The whole Zangief being a dumbass is like,
Yeah.
there's tons of them. M. Bison being funny, insane.
He was a
Right.
terrible human being.
He's a great man. He might be a bit of a sociopath.
But like, that's Raoul bringing Raoul to the pub.
No,
the part,
it's easily that's like they
It's
brought
the
a
guy
decent
from-
actor into play.
No,
a
it's the
role.
guy from fucking Adam's Family
Yeah, well, it's pretty much
playing
that.
fucking like
Himself.
cosplaying in Bison.
Watch Adam's Family. He's great in that too. So.
What's his character in Adam's Family?
Gomez.
It's literally the character Gomez cosplaying in Bison.
Probably why
No,
they picked him, maybe.
no, it didn't seem like Gomez at all.
It felt exactly like Gomez.
No, I know what you're saying. It is a little bit off of the material, but the whole style of it, as in like Gomez and the Addams Family, is psychotic as well. They're all backwards with their beliefs, and M. Bison in this is the same. His beliefs are like reversed the way things should be. But he wants to just rule the world and be a good man. Though I did get a lot of Hitler vibes from him. So
Yeah, a lot of Hitler.
Worse than Hitler. But he doesn't discriminate against race, at least.
No,
So
just
he's
the
a
world.
progressive.
A progressive Hitler.
Aggressive Hitler.
Yeah.
Is that the title of this episode?
I think
Aggressive
so.
Hitler. Great.
Oh no, wait, it's a Colosseum.
Oh, yeah.
We could call it the Progressive Hitler edition.
Street Fighter the movie, Progressive Hitler. All right, let's get down to it. I guess what's your favorite scene and least favorite scene?
I had this in my mind earlier, and now it is gone.
Yes.
For me, there's so many. Not even joking.
Shit.
I don't like the scene where Van Damme busts in on a tank and he's like, "You're all under
I
arrest."
fucking
Oh,
love
yeah.
that.
That
That's
was
one,
so
Like-
bad.
that's
I
one
like
of the
it, but it
dumbest
makes me
funnest-
cringe.
It's one of the dumbest fun scenes.
And you see it crash in 4 or 5 times, just over and over.
You got to get those shots.
Yeah, I know. I got it. It was like, wow, this must have cost them a lot because we're seeing it over and over. So, yeah, that was irritating.
Actually, for me, all right, we're gonna go worst or favorite first.
worst.
Worse.
We'll go worst. All right. What's the worst scene? For me, it might be the one that stuck out to me that I found really dumb, and that's the finding the tracker with his body. I thought it was just so dumb. It wasn't funny. It was just dumb. Everything else that's dumb is kind of funny in its own right. That one to me was just like, this is dumb. Doesn't make any sense. Also, when she's sneaking in there and jumps down, people can clearly see her when she's like walking up the stairs, and then she backs up to hide. It's just
Yeah, no, like, you got to remember, in movies, people don't have peripheral vision.
Yeah.
they're like video game guards.
Yeah.
They're just Aaron in real life.
They're NPCs.
Looking for the headset that he's crushing.
Yeah, fair enough.
Man, I can't remember. I had such a good one too. Well, no,
The rest is gold.
I got nothing.
The rest is gold.
The rest is
Martin,
gold.
are you going to dispute this?
Least favorite scene.
Yeah, I had it in my head. But I had it in my head again, and then you guys talked about the whole fucking tank
Don't listen
thing.
to
and
us.
What's yours, Aaron?
Told you.
What?
Didn't I already
the
say this?
tank.
Oh, it's a tank.
Yeah.
Out of all of it, that's your least favorite?
Yeah, how was this decided? Like, suddenly, they just fucking smash in and
Oh,
break everything
actually,
up.
I didn't like him watching his little home movie on the way to attack the
Oh,
place.
okay, that's fair. I didn't like that either.
Yeah,
You
that
were-
was.
I love
dumb.
the music in that scene, so it pushes it up just a notch
Yeah,
for me.
Just let it slide.
It was a lightning thing I didn't like because of just the special effects.
Ah, that's
Just-
pretty
Ah.
bad.
it's just because they're doing really well for it seemed like
It's
a low
that
budget
one
comedy.
where it's like the actual lightning itself comes out of his hand. And it's like, wow, that looks like it was done in paint, like just over that scene.
Maybe it was.
Oh, nah, the stealth scene. Okay, there's a lot of bad scenes.
There's a lot of bad
No,
scenes
no,
in
but
this.
they
It's
usually
fun
fun.
bad. I don't like the stealth one. It's like, what were they thinking? It's supposed to be a stealth vehicle, and they're just leaving a huge
Yeah.
wake behind it.
I can see the stealth. The
Go
stealth one is
slower.
like the break-in one for me, where it's dumb and it wasn't fun enough
Yeah.
Yeah.
to make sense for it,
Yeah.
like or be fitting.
It's just weird and came out of nowhere. Like, in nowhere in the Street Fighter universe is this type of shit a thing. Why did they try to make it a thing? But whatever.
All right. What about favorite?
I just had my favorite, and then I got distracted listening. Fuck's sake.
My favorite's the whole fight sequence between Ryu and Vega about to fight.
They're about to fight? The failed fight?
Yeah.
In the cage?
Yep.
Oh, God.
Because like
Oh, actually, I
Vega,
do like the
like,
build-up. I like the
the
build-up.
build-up, like the girls are like Vega, and then Ryu gets his shirt ripped
And then they
off,
throw their
and
signs
the girl's
down.
like, huh, and Vega's
What
like,
his face? He's like...
he's so upset by the girl throwing away his
So
sign.
cheesy.
And also, like, the whole, like, Vega's, like, the new underground fighter, and he's only been the best since, what's his name? Iron Fist.
Yeah, yeah.
He's, like, retired and became me.
Yeah, it's so cheesy.
Alright, I like the dumb guy finding out that he's been a bad guy all along, and also finding out that other people got paid.
That was
Poor
kind of funny.
I like that guy. He's so stupid.
What about you, Sue?
My favourite scene's right at the end, where they all pose and Street Fighter.
Yes!
No! No,
That is
man!
the best. We had to rewatch that scene a couple times.
I was so angry.
It's the best because it's like the movie's all been a movie
Yeah.
up until this point where they're like,
No.
we're a video game.
No, it was so bad.
It's so good. That's what you need to do. That's how you know they're having fun with it. The fact they threw that in.
Bad.
I do like the scene with the M. Bison dollars.
Which one?
The last one. Both of them. They're both funny. Just the idea that he is so deranged that he's just making his own cash and he doesn't even own the country yet. He's still just trying to finalize the coup.
You gotta visualize your success.
Yeah, fuck it, he's done that.
I will say honorable mention to Chung Li talk the whole story of Chung Li talking to Bison and the whole build up of kind of that before the fighting actually takes place.
Yeah.
It's great.
I felt like that was a slowdown.
Wait.
Oh, how did John Vaughn, whatever, get enough momentum to jump out of the fucking cage thing?
Oh, no,
Oh,
see
yeah,
what
the
happened
weird
was in that
jump.
scene is he was just frozen still and he had somehow like built up kinetic energy and just fucking flew out.
Stop it. That was
What
so
about
bad.
when a bison flies at him and he kicks him with enough force to not only negate his fucking inertia, but throw him further than he jumped at him all the way back into the TV screens?
Okay, no.
Oh, wait, the torture sequence?
No, but
That's
it
one of the
reminded me
funniest.
of something else because the whipping. But when he's like, "Hey, can you give me a hand?" and he's like, "I've only been in jail for 2 hours. Ask
Yeah.
me next month or whatever."
Yeah.
That is
Such
dirty.
an adult joke for
Because
the time.
I made a dirty joke when I saw that, and Kane was like, "Come on, it's a kids' movie." And then the next thing is him being like, "Maybe in a couple of months," and it was just that shocked me. I was shocked.
I was shocked.
I was appalled.
Were you shook?
I was thrilled and living a fantasy.
What the fuck?
It was quite a fantasy.
Shut up.
What did you say your favourite?
Yeah, the end
The
scene.
Oh,
posing.
yeah.
The
The end. I
posing's
thought you were going
not
to say
a
the
thing.
credits.
Yeah.
I fucking thought you were going to say the credits.
No, Monty Python just straight credits for me. I don't like credits anymore.
Good.
All right, we've actually got some choices now. Who would you fuck, marry,
No,
and kill?
I don't think we should do that anymore. I think it should just be best and worst character.
Why don't you want to fuck someone?
Because I'm tired, Kane.
Tired.
Well, then pick someone that you don't have to put much energy into.
All right, who's got the most energy to make up for my no energy? Kylie just cries a lot, so not her. That main guy would just keep showing me his tattoo.
Why don't you just go Zangief? You know you want to.
Yeah.
I don't know
You
who
gotta
that
marry
is.
Zangief.
The scene.
Oh wait, is he the
The
bear?
muscly guy, the dumb muscly
Yeah,
guy.
the dumb one.
Yeah, I'm marrying him. He's great. He's so stupid. I love that guy. And I'll kill the green guy.
No, Carlos.
Yeah, you got to kill him. He needs to go.
The green guy.
He
Blanca.
He shouldn't exist in this universe.
Yeah, Blanket. Blanket's gotta go.
Good old
Blanket.
blanket.
I like redheads, but not that one.
Wow, so there is a limit.
There is a limit. I've found my redhead limit.
And that was it.
Goodbye, Blanket.
I'm gonna marry Cammy because she seems loyal.
Which one?
Kylie
Kylie.
Minogue.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm gonna kill Van Damme's stuntman, who I saw in way too many scenes.
Why does Van Damme have a stunt man?
It's weird, isn't it? Because there's a bunch of scenes where you saw Van Damme doing the swinging, but then there was when he's rappelling down into the temple.
He's not doing that.
That's not him. That's a stuntman. And I'm like, why?
Couldn't learn how to do that.
And they showed him saying a line,
Yeah.
like a dubbed line.
The whole movie
I
looked
missed
dubbed to me.
that.
Yeah,
What?
I went back and looked at it. It's literally a stuntman, and it's saying a
Yeah, like
dubbed
miming
over.
it. It was weird.
It's
That's
weird.
weird.
Yeah,
When is that?
When they're rappelling down into the temple.
I'm
And
gonna
Yeah.
have to look at that.
it's something.
Maybe he just wasn't there that day filming, so he had.
They may have
Sounds
added
like-
that in afterwards. They're like, wait, how did they get in? They finished the movie off and they're like, they never actually filmed a
But
sequence
he
of them getting
rappels
in.
down, and then it's the real guy with a tarantula on him.
Yeah.
Ruin that.
They could have just done the tarantula part.
He's scared of heights.
They never actually did the rappelling part. They did that afterwards.
Terrified of minor heights. I forgot how angry I get thinking about him jumping out of the cage when he just swings out like this.
The cage sequence. is so
Yeah.
good.
I hate that. Anyway, keep going.
I'll
Keep
kill.
fucking everyone.
I'll kill fucking TJ.
Yeah.
Being a horrible, like,
Interpretation
of
the
the character he's supposed to be.
Also,
Him
he was
or
a
actually
bad
Ken,
person.
because Ken's my favorite character.
I think
and they
Dawson
butchered
needs
him.
to go too. Like he
They all
annoys
need to
me
die.
because he just gives up on life. He's like, I assisted in brainwashing a man. Now I must die with him. I choose death.
What's wrong with choosing death?
We can't all be Martin. Dowson was fucking Martin that
Makes
day.
me think of Pet Cemetery when the guy gets his ankle cut and then he just lays there and he's like, opens his throat. So bad.
Oh shit. Yeah, I killed Dowson before he dies.
Before he dies. Before he wants
But
to
like,
die.
it's so weird. Like him and Blanca are sitting there cowering,
Yeah.
holding each other.
They're not cowering, they're reminiscing over the times when they were alive.
They're still alive.
Yeah, but now they wish they weren't.
And they'll get that.
Though I do appreciate Van Damme. He's like, I'm gonna help you.
Yeah, I'm
He
gonna
goes
help
to
you.
shoot Blanca in the head.
That was great. I remember that now.
That was great.
That was good. It makes sense.
Yeah.
And then he's like, you don't have the right. And it's like, fucking, you made a monster. I think someone has the right.
He needs to be put out of his misery.
And then he says-
what is it?
He's like, oh, it knows, like, it has good and evil in it. He just can't tell the difference. Will you punish him for that? And it's like, well, someone fucking should. He can't tell the difference between
Yeah.
good and evil.
So now he's a sociopath.
Right?
He doesn't know the difference.
He's just human.
Fucking, he's
Some of us
basically
know.
Raoul.
Basically.
Doesn't know the difference.
That
I love
was
how
the
it's not
worst
Bison anymore.
argument.
It's just Raoul.
Oh shit.
Who are your three choices?
Do I have to?
You gotta, if I have to, you
Come on, we
have
all know
to.
it's Kylie. Kylie is married.
Carly, yeah.
She's a good lieutenant.
Kylie for all
can I
three.
change my killing.
Sure.
I'm gonna kill the fucking the guy next to him, his right hand man, the one who plays
The Indian?
The Indian dude. Fuck that guy.
What about the annoying guard that catches Dowsim trying to reprogram
Oh, the
it?
big dude.
Ugh.
And he's like, no, I know how to change shit myself. Like, what the fuck? What do you... No, you don't.
Actually, why is Dalsim there?
I don't know.
What does he do?
Nothing.
He's already got loyal scientists. Why is Dalsim there? Why
He
is
likes
he
to
needed?
break people.
I know.
I think he does.
Yeah.
It's not working though.
You
I really
broke
do.
me.
I dislike movies where they kidnap women, take them to the bad guys' chambers, and then dress them weird. Like,
But he was wooing
That is
her.
like the greatest thing Raoul did.
no!
He set the mood and all.
Who dressed her?
Have you ever seen
did.
a mood
Doesn't
set
matter.
for rape?
What?
It was setting the mood for rape.
I don't think he. Well, she was like threatening him, and he keeps like turning down the lights, making her a drink. She's like, "I hate you. You killed my father," and he's like, "Martini, mood lighting, slut outfit." Like, it was weird. Relaxed hat.
Yeah.
Like,
He's a good man.
He's getting her
he's
ready.
not a good
He's a
man.
good man.
He's
He's
a
a great
really
man.
terrible person.
I'm just saying, if you paid me, I would support him.
Pay you in bison dollars.
Not in bison dollars. He must have paid him in real dollars somewhere
No.
because he had a lot of men.
he had money when he was a drug lord. Now
Yeah.
he's spent it all on fucking war.
On bison dollars.
Yeah.
I'm building an underground lair inside of a temple.
Yeah, I know. Seriously, of all the places. But
It's pretty good. It's Bali. It's cheap.
I don't know if it's actually Bali, but I
probably
get the
Bali.
feeling like it's Bali.
Cheapest lair.
That's why Kylie was there. She's like, 2 hours on a plane, I'll pop on over. I'll do this movie.
I'll do this on the weekend.
Well, she's like, do you need me to do any more takes? They're like, nah, just one's fine.
Just one.
Because clearly she did not do more than one take for any of those lines.
It's true. It did feel that way.
Also, she so wanted to bang him the whole movie, but he likes Asians. It's just sad for her.
Oh, shit.
It's true.
Well, I guess we better shove her in the list. Not the Asian, the movie. But, you know.
We'll rate the Asian first, then the movie.
After setting the mood.
Okay, dim the
I
lights.
said rate the Asian.
I heard. I listen.
Look,
Sure, you did.
we'll hear what we want to hear. All right, let's get on to... All right, critical.
Critical.
Are you writing these down? Am I writing these down?
You write them down, please.
Considering I thought it was a comic, like comical movie,
It is.
I thought it was a comedy. I should try and say properly. I was going to give it a good score.
It is a comedy.
But knowing now that it's not classified as a
Because
comedy,
they call it
Don't
a
you
thriller.
dare.
We've
No,
already,
It's a thriller.
we've already
Can't
discussed
give it
that
up.
Yeah,
thriller
come
isn't
on,
anything
man.
because you can call everything
don't
a
care.
thriller.
I thought it was supposed to be a comedy.
It is a comedy, Martin.
No, it's not.
Clearly
Don't
them
do
set out
this.
trying to be funny.
No,
you
it's
can't
not a-
say...
Martin.
It's not a
That's
comedy.
like at the end of fucking Silence of the Lamb and Hannibal Lecter looks to the camera and then fucking
Winks.
shows his biceps. You're not going to be like, that was a good thriller. You can't just break a movie like that.
Yep. No, this made me laugh the whole way through. So I thought it was a comedy.
It is a comedy.
It doesn't
Don't
have comedy
do
anywhere in the
this.
genre, so you can't get a good score.
Doesn't have action in there either.
No, so,
Fair, because there wasn't any.
so you can't get a good score and critical.
What do they got it as in Wikipedia?
Gonna break your legs.
IMBD.
It says an Japanese-American action film.
See, that's what it is.
Where's the word comedy? It made me laugh harder than Monty Python.
To be fair, most
'Cause
old
it's
action films
funny.
are comedic. And they don't have comedy written in them.
The reason, I know it was deliberately humorous is because Capcom was actually, the producers.
Ah.
So, there's no way the people that make the game... it's kind of like the staff that make the game had input, and they were just having fun with the ideas that they were
the
giving.
Street Fighter game is fun. It's funny.
Yeah.
It's not supposed to be taken seriously in any way.
There's, all the characters have their one-line quip type things.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Even just to go by a lot of their backstories and stuff, Zangief is a tiger fighter or something like that. He fights tigers.
If you fight a tiger, they just bite you.
Yeah, that's why he's got all the scars all over him. Fighting
Right.
tigers.
I just read an intended reboot, Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li, was released in 2009.
Yeah, I wasn't going to mention that because we were going to get onto that. But that's the worst movie ever.
Is it
That's my... It's I don't
up
want
there for you?
It's quite up there. Easily top 3.
Damn.
It's hard to watch bad. Not funny. Hard to watch bad.
All right, cool.
Just quickly doing.
Street Fighter was a worldwide box office success, but it got 11% on Rotten Tomatoes, 79% by Google users. It doesn't make any sense. You can't be a box office success and have all failing reviews.
You can, because
And
Venom.
you could do really well at the box office, which makes it
Yeah.
makes
but
it
how does it do
great.
so well if it was critically unacclaimed?
Because-
no one trusts critics because critics are idiots.
yeah, but even Google users didn't like it.
It still has a 79. It's not
79
considered
is
bad.
0 in Google.
No. Anything
0 in
70 and
Google.
below would be considered 0.
So we're getting pretty fucking low. We're at 33%.
Everyone always says Mortal Kombat is the cult classic of the game movies. I
This
always
is better.
thought this one was much more fun, and I feel
See, at
except the
least
characters
Mortal
were
Kombat-
definitely done better in Mortal Kombat than they were in this.
Mortal
I don't
Kombat
know.
has a lot more lore and story
Yeah.
to work off.
It's true, yeah. They had to fill in something
like
for this.
Street Fighter basically gave them nothing.
At this time now, it all has lore now, like all the characters and that.
I didn't.
Well, in Mortal Kombat, like they were all going to the same tournament for a particular reason, so these people knew about it in advance. In Street Fighter at the time, it was basically just a fighting tournament between random people. Right.
It is weird that the storyline they wrote for it.
It is so not Street Fighter.
It's great. It's so dumb.
Like, it's so bizarre. Like,
So what are your scores?
Anyway,
All right, what are the scores?
critically, well, I feel like they set out to do what they wanted to do, but it is very low budget. But it is fun. I don't know. I'm probably gonna like.
I think I
have
can't
to
go
give
more than
2.5.
I can't go more than 2.5 because like, so they go the characters. They did. Obviously, it's funny. They set out to do what they want.
That's
to
why
do.
they're getting 2.5.
Yeah, no, that's what I mean. And like, it's like, hey, I would want to go higher if I could, but I really can't because it's like
Production values are so low.
years fucked up in like there should have been more action and then done better.
Better fight scenes.
Wow.
Like the best
What?
we got is the thing.
You think 2.5 is high?
What? Camera, sound, quality, like it's still it
when
like,
I
looks good.
When I thought it was a comedy, I was going to give it a 3.5. Now it's gone down to a 3.
You're giving it a 3?
I actually-
Overall or for critical?
For critical.
Okay.
Oh, I thought you were going to be like
No.
a 1.
It's like
I thought this movie, like as much, because I thought it was a comedy. I thought it was done really well for a comedy.
Yeah.
Now knowing it's not a comedy, I'm like, oh,
I think
it's as much a comedy.
It is
a
a comedy.
no, it should have had comedy
it's as much as comedy
the
as
genre.
it's got
Expendables.
thriller in there.
Yeah.
What is
I
it?
don't
Like
think I know.
it's as much comedy as Expendables, Commando, anything Jean-Claude has done, anything Arnold's done. You know what I mean? They're all comedies in their own right.
You've
That's
got little
because-
inside jokes
Yeah.
and like it's
When you're not a good
fun
actor,
movie.
you bring some comedy into it.
You have to do
and it-
one-liners
it
and
kind
stuff.
of brings it up a little.
No, this should have been actually. It should have had comedy in
It
the
should
genre.
have had thriller.
No,
But
it
then
shouldn't
you could say the same about Commando, but
What's
everyone
Commando?
knows they're action movies, but they're funny. That's just Expendables is a action movie, but it's funny.
Yeah, like
But
Rambo.
but that
It's
has
hilarious
action.
when he's killing people.
They have action in it.
This is action. It says it.
That does. I thought.
In
Yeah.
the Wikipedia.
If you go to the wiki, it's considered a Japanese American action,
Yeah, the Google things are retarded. We've seen
and we've
some
already seen the
weird
Google
ones.
things are fucking retarded.
Meh.
Because thriller just needs to stop being used. 'Cause it's the dumbest one.
Yeah, they put thriller. It's like we can't decide what this is. It's a thriller
And like,
fantasy.
fantasy.
What's a fantasy?
Where are the dragons?
Fantasy doesn't have to mean dragons.
Bethesda.
That's
Fuck.
high
fantasy.
or high fantasy.
Dragon fantasy.
Where's the fantasy in this? It's grounded.
Not really.
Not really.
Where's it not grounded?
Did you
world
see that
is
video player
fucking
in the
retarded,
door?
and none of the world is real. It's not like the
you been in
actual
a yacht?
UN, and it's fake countries.
They're real.
Shadaloo, a real place? I
The
don't
old
think it is.
Shadaloo.
You think Bali's real?
No, it's
Click on
not.
Shadaloo.
Where's
Down in
Shadaloo?
plot.
Oh, Shadaloo. I see.
Shaloo.
A fictional crime organization that is run by a bison.
If you want to go by that, every movie's fantasy.
Every movie technically is a fantasy.
Yeah, I know. That's why you're using it as a... If someone said to me, go watch this movie, it's a fantasy, I'm thinking like
Dragons or
something mythical in creatures or in
Magic.
powers or something like that.
A world, not our world. Like something different. So
Oh.
the powers are a different world.
Lord of the Rings.
This could have been
Yeah.
Thailand or something, because it just said in Street Fighter Alpha 3, Bison's headquarters is located in the interior of a Thai statue.
Oh, yeah. I guess they stole it.
It was filmed in Bangkok, Thailand.
Oh, there you go.
And Australia.
Really?
Only when Kylie Minogue was in it, because she wouldn't get on the plane.
wouldn't
So they filmed Bangkok first and then the rest in Australia.
And this is what you're going to expect from the new Mortal Kombat movie being filmed in Adelaide.
Yes.
Bad.
It's going to be like Bad
movie.
Boy Bubby.
Bad
Why are so
boy
many movies
Bubby.
filmed here? Like, I don't...
Probably cheaper.
Yeah, but they got to fly everyone here. It's really far away.
We've
They're
got
not
really
bringing
nice
many people
scenery.
here.
Really nice
They're
scenery.
getting most of the fighters from here.
Yeah, I know. Didn't you see in the casting? Was it anyone with martial arts background and or like good
Came from
bodies
Australia.
or something like that?
No, that's who they're casting.
No, they're casting here.
Oh,
in Adelaide.
Adelaide.
Ah.
That's why we could sign up if we want.
yeah, you's going to because I'm going to.
I'm considering it. They're just like,
As
be
an
a
extra?
background guy. Yeah, just an extra in the background.
Oh, you can be one of the fighters. You know, remember the guys with the red turbans?
Yeah.
You can go get your ass kicked somewhere.
I'm not actually going to be in it. I'm probably more going to be like a pedestrian fucking walking across the street or something.
They want me to walk.
Like Raiden flies along and kills someone.
I'll be a body and just lay
Just a
there for
body.
8 hours.
All right, what's everyone? What's the scores? I'm going to go 2.5.
So you're going 2.5, you're going 2.5?
Critical?
Yes.
That's
3.
3? Yeah, I put it for 3. I've taken
can't
points
go-
off for weird camera stuff that they did. And
You see, but like camera wasn't like, other than like costume and fucking doing the getting all the characters in, giving them their special moves. Raoul actually doing a good performance.
Coherent story is important to me.
Yeah. Oh,
Hey,
the story
The
makes
story made
somewhat-
sense.
Wait, tell me where the
in the
hole
world,
is.
it didn't make sense.
It made
Why?
more sense than fucking Monty Python.
How dare you,
Yeah.
sir?
Yeah, what
Yeah.
are you on? No. I meant
That was a weird
for the
thriller.
realm of Street Fighter. I meant for the world of Street Fighter. It was a very weird story. It didn't match up. But if that's what they were aiming for, good for
job.
you. But at least let people know before they
It's a
watch it.
surprise.
It's a surprise.
Give us $9. Surprise.
It's ethical. It's a...
Yeah, 2.5.
All right, and
Surprise
what
mechanic.
about everybody's little personal ones?
My personal is going to be higher than it should be.
Mine's at 3.5. I actually like this movie.
You liked it? Yeah! Street
Alright.
Fighter's going to the top, baby.
It's going right to the middle.
It's definitely going to the middle.
Fucking hell. All right, what's yours?
I gotta go. Nah, see,
Relax, mate.
I know I need to calm down.
Don't do it.
It can't hit 4s.
Come
It's
on.
at 4 and it may be
You
higher.
can't go
I
over 4.
love this movie.
You
I
cannot
like
go
this
over
movie.
4.
I don't know if I love this
But I do.
movie.
I love. It's funny and it is fun.
So you'd watch it right now.
If
Oh,
we were all gonna watch it, I'd watch it right now.
Watch it together.
If we were gonna watch it
You
together,
gotta
I'd watch
enjoy
it.
this thriller together.
We're all gonna be so thrilled in our weird fantasy world.
Look, I'll
For all
let-
we know, there could be a dragon somewhere. I didn't fucking see it. They couldn't afford it.
they had tattoos. They had dragon tattoos.
They did. Oh, those cheap drawn-on tattoos. They were brilliant.
That's
Actually,
great.
I'm taking
Oh,
off a
the
point
scene
for the
where the guy
tattoos.
tries to assassinate him. Oh, how do we miss that one?
Oh my god. What about how he just like dismisses like Cammy and he's just like any other news? Why don't you just be like, and you were saying? Like, what the fuck?
I won't go too high. I'll go 4.
4. All
I do love this movie.
right, Aaron.
Look, you're gonna hate me, but I'd do a 3.75 if I could.
You gotta give it up, man.
3.5.
All right.
Just can't hit 4.
I think I go this one over Mortal Kombat. After
E-
rewatching it
easily.
again, this was so fun, and it was dumb fun, and it was even fun to look at the
Oh,
dumbness in it.
rewatchability?
Yeah,
This over Mortal Kombat.
yes.
But if I hadn't seen either of them in like 10 years,
I would have said Mortal Kombat,
Mortal Kombat.
but that's from like the memory of it kind
Yeah.
of thing.
Nah, this over Mortal Kombat any day.
What about you? You said you enjoyed this more than
Yeah, look, I really like this, and I'm torn between like 3.5 or 4. But I feel like 4 would be a movie that I'm really, really into. Like,
that's
but-
why I
That's
was.
why we need a 3.75. You
Look,
hear me?
maybe, but then we'll have to go through and revote everything.
Yeah, I'm okay with this.
Yeah, we probably should
We
do
could
that. at some
spend one
point.
whole episode on it.
We should actually. It should be when we get to 25, we go through and we revote.
Ooh, that's not a bad idea.
You
And
gotta realize
rejuggle.
as the list gets bigger, things are going to stay in like certain spots. You know what I mean? They're always going to be
Of
above
course they
the
are.
others.
Statistically, something has to stay in its spot.
Yeah, I know. But I'm just saying it's hard to go back and change them. That's why I always left the whole the Terminator and the other one, just left them as they are. Because if we start messing with shit, also the list is just for fun.
It is
It's
fun.
so fun.
It's fun to argue about.
It's horrifying sometimes.
Later we get 100 and we look at it, and you're like, ugh, that's there.
This is our top 100 movies. No, this is our top... No, it's not even a top anything.
just the list.
This is our favorite organized
It's not.
random 100 movies. I don't know what the fuck you're going to call this.
Alright.
What is it?
I sent
The last
you-
100 movies we've organised.
Yeah. Here
The
are some
last
movies
100,
we
the only
watched.
100.
Here are movies we argued over.
We didn't
Where's
argue.
that?
And their rank.
So it came in at 6.37.
So where's that?
Ooh, it's having a fight with a long way down.
No!
So what does everyone vote should be above? Should a long way down be?
It should be way down.
Don't you come at my favourite movie.
It's down.
I'm putting Mortal Kombat above a long way down.
We're
Yeah,
not
me
talking
too.
about Mortal Kombat.
I mean, fucking Street Fighter.
You know,
And Mortal Kombat.
I'll put everything above it. Whatever you said.
Look,
it's
those
above
two are
it.
fighting right now. Street Fighter. Who puts it above long way down?
It'd have to go above the long
Here,
way.
here.
That's 3.
it is pretty fair. It's probably more fun for most people.
There's a total of 7 votes in this room, and
What?
6 of them went for that.
7 votes? How are you seeing people?
Oh wait, no. All the males get 2 votes. You only get 1. It took me a sec to wake that up, but hey.
Yeah, but I thought you didn't say that anymore.
Oh, I think it.
Bloke.
you should only get 0.5, not 1.
Why?
Oh,
'Cause-
we also have another quick one we have to get through. Zodiac and Crank also have the same score. So
Crank.
who wants it? I want Crank above.
What's Zodiac? Did we
Zodiac.
watch it?
Yeah,
Yes.
that was the one we watched not
The
long
Killer,
ago.
It was a great.
the
movie.
Zodiac story.
He sent
Oh,
in the
cocktease,
cipher and
the cocktease.
yes,
What was the?
It's
What was
Crank.
it between?
Both.
Jason
Crank.
Statham. Yeah.
Is that 3 for Crank?
Yeah. What'd you
You're
say?
Fucked.
You like Zodiac?
Yes.
Boo.
Who wins?
Martin loves the cocktease.
Yeah, he does.
All right, so we got the wheel now. Let's see what.
All right,
the,
we're spinning
the next
the
movie is.
wheel.
Let's see Kickboxer.
Oh, please don't. I don't want to see that just by the
Oh, it
name.
I
was
think-
nearly you, and then it was me.
What's your pick?
Okay, I
was
made a
really you.
list. Go away. Okay. I'm torn between 3 movies or 7 or 8 or 9.
You got told earlier to get this
I know.
organised. You
Yeah, I know.
fucking scum. You're the lower.
It should just be now. Whoever can get their
lowest
fucking
scum.
movie out the fastest.
All right, let me have a
It's
quick
gonna
look.
take this long.
Fucking scum.
Just pick.
All right.
You know we're gonna get to do it again.
I pick The Fifth Element.
Yes!
All right. Don't need to rewatch it.
I think I heard everyone's ears.
I'll give it a 5 for both. Good enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, 5.
No. See, I'm gonna need to rewatch it because it is high. But I need to see how high it's gonna
Yeah.
be.
See, I
Like,
love it, but I've never
am I gonna be able
looked
to
at it
pick
critically.
Yeah, am I gonna be
so-
able to pick some things
Can
apart or?
Can I give you my best bad scenes already?
Yes.
I already have them.
Come on.
No, you fuck. We're saving
Oh.
that for next
Best
podcast.
scene: Blue Opera Bitch.
Yeah.
Worst scene:
That is pretty good.
Blue Opera Bitch dying.
But it's not even just the Blue Opera bitch part. It's that whole
The whole song.
montage. I don't know what you would call it.
Look,
Like that sequence.
Yeah. And
With her
anything.
singing, then it's cutting to
Yeah.
the fight. It's going back to her singing.
Yes.
this is the end
Great.
of Street Fighter.
This is
No, it's Fifth Element now. Yeah.
Thank you. If you liked this review discussion, check out the other ones. They're just as bad. Links down below. Thank you to our patrons that support us. If you're listening on free feeds, fucking thanks for that too. Leave us a review.
I mean, it's $1 a month, but if you
Leave
haven't
us
got
a
it, you
review
haven't got
better
it.
than the reviews we give.
We give reviews.
We now accept checks.
And
We now
Bitcoin.
accept hot chocolate.
Just pay us in hot chocolate.
Must be hot when it arrives.
I want sugar
Too hot.
sticks.
Sugar sticks?
Sticks full of sugar.
Martin,
pixie
Martin
sticks?
accepts
Kinda.
sugar sticks.
Goddamn.
All
How do we
right.
end this out? How do we end this like the way they ended it in Street Fighter?
Goodbye.
Let's do a pose.
All
Let's
right.
all do
They
a
can't see
pose.
us. Done.
Oh, that's hot. We're all so hot.
NPC